First Responders with Paige Tucker on NBC 26.
It's a spooky season, and most parents are cautious about Halloween safety and their children. With news headlines about the fentanyl epidemic and drugs manufactured to look like candy, is there more cause for concern?
It's one of the most deadly drugs that's out there on the street right now.
A local drug investigator we can't identify says this area is not immune.
Over the course of the last year, we have made some significant seizures of fentanyl and other illegal drugs.
The DEA says a record number of Americans died in 2021 of drug poisoning or overdose. 66% of those deaths attributed to synthetic opioids like fentanyl.
It's not like buying a Tylenol at the drugstore where there's a documented process for manufacturing. This stuff is made in illicit laboratories, overseas. There's no control about what actually goes in it. I think your average user would probably be surprised at some of the nasty chemicals and stuff that actually end up going into making their drug of choice.
The investigator says what they're seeing here is people finding trouble when they're looking for it, not children being targeted with look-alike candy like some headlines suggest in other parts of the country.
The typical overdose victim is a user who thinks they're purchasing heroin or thinks they're purchasing a illicit prescription pill like oxycodone or something like that, and without knowing it, it actually is majority fentanyl or 100% fentanyl.
Still, experts say always err on the side of caution when trick-or-treating.
I tell parents just to use common sense, and I wouldn't allow my child to eat any loose candy that they got from somebody's house. And if something looks weird in the candy they pick up, then throw it away.
Stick to homes and neighborhoods you're familiar with when trick-or-treating and talk to your children about the dangers of drugs.
If you're not a user of illegal drugs, it's unlikely you're going to be exposed to illegal drugs.
I'm Paige Tucker.